feeling stuck, like you're in a routine that just doesn't make sense? The good news is, you're not stuck. You're just misaligned. And alignment is a frequency that already lives within you. We just need to learn how to tune in. Stick with me for the next few minutes, and I'll show you 3 inner movements that will reconnect you with your life. First, how vulnerability becomes your greatest strength. Second, how your attention can literally create your reality. And third, how small actions can rewrite your future. Ready to realign? When Carl Jung says, "Only what we accept can transform us," he points to a hidden fold of the soul, the place where you stop fighting yourself and start cooperating with who you really are. What you avoid within you rules you from the shadows. What you welcome changes shape in your hands. Think about the last few days. A critique at work, a look you read as rejection, a conversation that soured. Notice how your body tightens, your breath rises, your mind rushes to defend you. That closing is instinctive, but it brings a cost. While you protect yourself, you also cut yourself off from yourself. You build a wall so high, it blocks the strength that would rise from inside. Opening your heart isn't sentimental. It isn't accepting injustice. It isn't staying quiet when something's wrong. Opening your heart is adjusting the inner position from which you act. It sounds like this. I stay present. I feel. I name what's alive in me. And then I act. When the heart opens, your perception widens. You see nuances tension won't let you see. Jung would call this integrating the shadow, not to celebrate it, but to reclaim the energy trapped there. A practice for today. When tension hits, don't rush to fix the world. First, observe your body. Drop your shoulders. Bring breath down into your belly. Name what you feel without accusing anyone. There's fear here. Here, pride got hurt. Here, the need to be seen. Honest naming lowers the noise. And when the noise lowers, strength appears. Opening your heart isn't weakness. It's where strength is born. The strength that rises from a closed heart is defensive anger. The strength that rises from an open heart is operative clarity. It chooses better, decides better, sustains better. You don't have to like everything you feel. You don't have to agree with every thought you had. You only have to be there, whole. Presence heals what judgment keeps alive. If the heart is the door, attention turns the handle. Attention isn't just focus. Attention is energy that organizes. It's a spotlight that makes one exit more visible than all the others. James Clear says your habits are daily votes for the person you're becoming. I'll add this. Attention is the pen that signs each vote. Everything you feed with attention grows, even what you don't want to grow. Spend a whole day rehearsing worst-case scenarios, and your brain becomes an expert at spotting threats. Spend a whole day training your eye for possibility, and your brain becomes an expert at recognizing openings. Neuroscience calls this use-dependent plasticity. Circuits that fire together wire together. What you repeat, you reinforce. Try the 2-minute interval before replying to a hostile email, before speaking to someone who triggers you, before a decision that sets the tone for your day. Stop for 120 seconds. Pure observation. No fixing, no verdicts. Ask, what's alive here? Did anything shift in me after breathing? If the answer is yes, you just kept an old pattern from choosing for you. Attention is a choice. What you choose to notice selects who you're becoming. Attention turns on the light, but stability keeps it from flickering. No bridge holds if it's built on shifting ground. Jordan Peterson's "clean your room" is a powerful metaphor for organizing inner space. Stability isn't rigidity. It's a platform solid enough to allow wise movement. Simple practice, deep effect, separate event from interpretation. Event: my boss delayed the reply. Interpretation: they don't value me. Fuse the two and emotion spikes. Separate them and the body slows down. Separation gives your brain room to choose better responses. Psychology calls this cognitive reappraisal. You don't deny what you feel. You rebuild its meaning. Another stability drill: the 4 to 6 rhythm. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Do 3 cycles before you speak, send, or act. A longer exhale signals safety to your nervous system and returns leadership of the self to you. Whoever doesn't govern their inner world will always be governed by the outer one. If everything around you must line up for you to feel peace, you've outsourced your freedom. With the base steady, we can talk about a positivity that doesn't snap at the first headwind. Real positivity isn't a sticker slapped over a crack. It's engineering your inner frequency. Joe Dispenza popularizes a strong idea. Elevated mental and emotional states modulate the whole body, influence chemistry, and reconfigure circuits. But hear this. This isn't magical thinking. It's deliberate inner state plus coherent action. When your mind says, "This is going to go wrong," you don't fight it with platitudes. You ask, "What is this asking me to learn?" The question changes the frequency. It puts you back in the author's chair, not the victim's seat. Authors learn from the scene, adjust the script, and keep rolling. Run a reality rehearsal. Choose a situation that throws you off. Quietly plan 3 responses better than your usual one. See your body calm. See your voice clean. See your energy as a field that doesn't take on contamination. When the moment arrives, you'll have memory available. The brain reaches for what you've rehearsed. Positivity isn't a smile on your face. It's a mental code that decides the energy you broadcast. It's a stance, a loving refusal to repeat your worst pattern when life tightens the screws. If these keys are opening something in you, follow faith before now. Every week, we give you inner structures you can turn into concrete actions. Focus, clarity, presence. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this with someone who needs to remember. There's still time to align within, so life can change without. We've opened the door and tuned the frequency. Now, let's step into the quiet lab where tomorrow gets rewritten. Before you sleep, turn off the lights inside. Walk your day in reverse. Last conversation. The decision before that. A glance, a message. No judging, no explaining, just seeing. Look for 3 things. Where did I act as the person I want to be? Where did I react as the person I've always been? What micro choice would have changed that scene? Each night, you adjust 1 millimeter. Millimeters become miles. Behavioral science keeps finding the same thing. Consistent micro corrections beat grand, once-in-a-while promises. Brian Tracy would say, "What we measure, we improve." Review is self-measurement, and measurement is an invitation to grow. If you slipped, don't dramatize. The brain learns more from clear feedback than from guilt. Ask, what triggered me? What signal did I ignore? What new response can I rehearse for tomorrow? Write 1 line, just 1. Train the muscle of continuity. Who reviews the day, rewrites tomorrow. Because tomorrow is just today, repeated with more awareness. From quiet analysis, we go to breath, the tool that turns chaos into clarity. Breathing seems small until you make it a spiritual act. Here's a simple cycle, 3 minutes, twice a day. First minute, inhale the world. Open your senses. Hear the sounds, see the colors, feel the air on your skin. Say within, I receive reality as it is. You don't submit to chaos. You get to know it. Second minute, hold with presence. At the top of the breath, pause for 2 seconds. Name with precision. This is fear. This is hurry. This is the need to control. Precision gives things edges. What has an edge can be moved. Third minute, exhale meaning. Let the breath out longer than it came in. Give the world a choice. Say, I return clarity. I return resolve. I return firm kindness. Seal the decision on the exhale. Every breath is a choice. Repeat old patterns or create a new rhythm. 3 minutes won't change a destiny all at once, but 3 minutes, repeated, change the person holding that destiny. With the heart open, attention sharp, base steady, positivity active, review in motion, and breath made conscious. It's time to cross from the invisible to the visible. Faith isn't an abstract belief. Faith is the quiet architecture under your next step. It's energy that decides, conviction in action. James says it plainly, faith without works is dead. In our language, an inner state without coherent action is fantasy. The spiritual and the practical aren't rivals, they're partners. Spirit is the source, practice is the river. If the river dried up, there's no use complaining at the shore. Go back to the spring. Check the quality of the water. Check the volume. Check whether you built the dam yourself with fear, fatigue, or inattention. Jung taught us to honor the unconscious, not to become its hostage, but to act with the whole force of the psyche. James Clear reminds us, identity is built with small votes. Joe Dispenza adds, elevated states retune the body as an instrument of the mind. Jordan Peterson calls us to responsibility. Put your house in order so your hands can touch the world. Let me translate this into a simple, repeatable, auditable protocol. 1. Positioning. Open heart, embodied presence, honest naming. 2. Attention. 2-minute interval before meaningful decisions. 3. Stability. Separate event from interpretation plus 4 to 6, breathing. 4. Active positivity. Reality rehearsal with 3 better responses. 5. Review. Quiet lab at night, reverse the day, write 1 line. 6th breath of awareness. 3 minutes, twice a day. Run it for 30 days. Don't chase fireworks. Don't collect mantras. Don't outsource the sacred. Spirituality here is life engineering, soulful performance, turning Monday into the place where the invisible becomes your calendar. True transformation is when your inner energy creates new facts in the outer world, and that is within reach today. Let's bring it all together. You were never stuck. You were simply misaligned. When the heart is closed, your frequency is off. When attention scatters, your energy leaks. When you live without review, without breath, without awareness, life feels heavy, almost immovable. But the moment you realign, everything shifts. Open your heart and strength flows again. Direct your attention and creation begins again. Review your day, breathe with intention, and suddenly your frequency resets. Alignment is not dramatic. It's quiet, invisible, but it changes everything. And when your inner frequency comes back into harmony, life flows in ways logic alone can't explain. So tonight, choose one of the practices. Just one. Do your day review. Or take 3 minutes to breathe. Or pause for the 2-minute attention interval. That one choice will begin to tune you back to yourself. Remember, you're not stuck. You're not broken. You're simply waiting to be realigned. And once you are, the impossible becomes possible again. If this message touched you, subscribe to Faith Before. Add your voice in the comments. Tell us which practice you'll try tonight. Share this with someone you know feels stuck, because maybe they're only misaligned too. Be still for a moment. Feel your body. And let this final line echo inside you. The peace you're searching for begins the moment you realign your inner frequency.